Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome to County Girls College. I am Idris Sheikh with physics. Our remaining topics of chapter number 19, that was atomic nucleus. Unfortunately, we disconnected our academic system due to the outbreak of COVID-19. So Alhamdulillah, today we are resuming this session in which we will study our topic which were remaining. But first of all, I would like to define briefly the topics which we had already completed. That was structure of nucleus. In structure of nucleus, we had defined atomic mass number of an element, charge number of an element, and then we came on radioactivity. So first of all, we see what is the construction of nucleus. Nucleus is basically central core of an atom, which contains two types of particles, neutrons and protons. These particles are called nucleons. They constitute nucleus, so these particles are known as nucleons. Mass of each nucleon, I means neutron and proton, will have same mass, that is 1.67 10 raised to power minus 27. So my dear students, again, I define structure of nucleus, atomic mass number, atomic charge number, and then we will come on our next topic. We will proceed to next topic, radioactivity. So first we know how an element is represented in terms of mass number and charge number. And what is meant by mass number and charge number of the nucleus. Suppose total number of nucleons means neutrons and protons existing which are confined to the nucleus are A. A nucleons are there in which some are neutrons and some are protons. The element is X. So X is the element. This element is represented with atomic mass number and charge number. Now we define what is mass number. Mass number means total number of nucleons in the nucleus, means neutrons plus protons. And Z means charge number of the nucleus. How many protons are there in the nucleus? So an element in the periodic table is given in terms of mass number, means total number of nucleons, and charge number, number of protons in the nucleus. Each nucleon has mass equal to 1.67 into 10 raised to power minus 27 kilogram. That is mass of neutron as well as mass of proton. And this mass is taken as 1 AMU, 1 atomic mass unit. So mass number of an element means total number of nucleons in the nucleus, total number of nucleons in the nucleus, and only number of protons Z. If we subtract charge number from mass number, we get number of neutrons. So number of neutrons in the nucleus can be determined by N is equal to A minus Z. That will give you number of neutrons in the nucleus. So dear students, now we proceed to our next topic, that is radioactivity. How to define radioactivity? Our topic is radioactivity. Dear students, elements of the periodic table having atomic mass, atomic mass number and charge number. So in order to define what is radioactivity, we see those elements of the periodic table which have atomic charge number more than 83. Elements of the periodic table which have atomic charge number more than 83 means the element which have Z greater than 83. Such elements have unstable nuclei. The nuclei of these elements which have charge number more than greater than 83, they are known as unstable nuclei. Such nuclei constantly undergo spontaneous emission of radiation in the form of alpha, beta and gamma rays. So there is decay, there is disintegration of radioactive element. Radioactive element means that element which has charge number more than 83. Such nuclei are called unstable nuclei. So these nuclei constantly and spontaneously decay into other nuclei with the emission of radiation in the form of alpha, beta and gamma rays. So when there is decay of radioactive element with the emission of radiation, this process is known as radioactivity. So in radioactivity we say that how there is decay of an element with alpha emission, how there is decay of an element with beta emission, and what is the impact after the decay, what will be the impact on charge number and mass number. So we had already defined, we had already completed this topic that the phenomena in which elements of the periodic table which have charge number greater than 83 have unstable nuclei. The nuclei of such elements constantly give radiation in the form of alpha, beta and gamma rays. We also noted that in alpha emission, how there is an element will undergo spontaneous emission radiation in the form of alpha rays. So alpha rays means when there is decay of an element, suppose there is an element and there is alpha emission from the nuclei, alpha emission. So we see what is alpha emission and what will be the impact of the mass number of this element which is called parent nuclei and charge number of the parent nuclei. Similarly, what will be the mass number after the emission, alpha emission and charge number. Here we see that alpha emission means the emission of such particles which have mass number 4 and charge number 2. The nuclei which have mass number 4 and charge number 2 are emitting from the nuclei. So this decay, this disintegration is known as alpha emission. Now we see what is alpha particles. Alpha particle is that particle which has mass number 4 and charge number 2. So it is clear that alpha particle means helium nuclei. The emission of helium nuclei from the nucleus of this element will be alpha decay, alpha disintegration. So there will be alpha particle. Alpha particle means that element which has mass number 4, charge number 2. The emission of such particle from the nuclei, then its impact on this parent nuclei will be mass of the daughter newly formed element is called decay product or daughter nuclei. So mass number of this daughter nuclei will be A minus 4 and charge Z minus 2. That is the impact of the decay. in alpha decay, we see that whenever there is alpha emission from the nucleus of an element, mass will decrease by 4 and charge will decrease by 2, and there will be emission of alpha particle. Similarly, we defined beta emission. If there is emission of beta particles may be electrons and beta particles may be positron. Beta particle, positive beta particle means positron, negative beta particle means electron. So this is alpha decay, and we also define beta decay as an electron. Negative charge particle is coming out of the nucleus, which increases charge number by 1. So that will be the newly formed nucleus, daughter nuclei. Its mass will remain as that of the mass of parent nuclei. So we say that mass number of the daughter nuclei is the same as mass of the parent nuclei. There will be no change in mass number, but charge number increases by 1, that is Z minus 1, because there is emission of electron. So we say that in beta particles there are two types of emission. One is beta positive emission or beta negative emission. In the emission of electron, mass of the daughter nuclei will remain same, but charge increases by 1. So beta emission, that is also beta emission, charge will remain same, mass will remain same, and charge increases by 1. Similarly, so the conclusion is that emission of electron from the nucleus, due to which charge increases by 1, and when there is emission of positron from the nucleus, charge will decrease by, and then there is gamma emission. So dear students, gamma emission means such emission which have no mass, no charge. When there is a decay of an element with gamma emission, mass as well as charge both will remain unchanged, because alpha particles have mass, beta particles have mass, but gamma particles have no mass, no charge. They are gamma ray photons. So emission of gamma ray photons from the nucleus will not affect charge as well as mass of the element. So this was about the decay. Again we are proceeding to our next topic, that was remaining radioactivity. We are now going to start our remaining topic of radioactivity. We know that was the radioactivity, and now half-life of this radioactivity, which was the remaining topic of this chapter. Half-life, what is meant by half-life? The time period in which half of the original nuclei is converted into daughter nuclei. That time period is known as half-life of the element. But prior to define half-life, we have to, first of all, we define law of radioactive decay. how there is disintegration. So law of radioactivity explains how there is decay of a radioactive element.